Welcome and thank you for joining us at EMII.com. I'm Remy Hoki for your Banks and Brokerage Brief for Monday, February 25th. The British government has been given parliamentary approval to nationalize the struggling lender Northern Rock. This comes 5 months after the bank became a high-profile casualty of the global credit squeeze. The Banking Special Provisions Act allows orders to be issued for the transfer of all shares in Northern Rock to the government and for an independent auditor to calculate how much money shareholders should receive. This according to the New York Times. The mortgage lender was rescued by loans of about £25 billion from the BOE in September and by deposit guarantees from the government. Prime Minister Gordon Brown's government said the collapse of Northern Rock would have posed risks to the wider financial system and that saving the bank was essential. The government initially sought a private buyer but rejected 2 offers last weekend and decided to nationalize the bank instead. The legislation was then pushed through Parliament. Staying with banks and brokerage headlines in Europe, the Allied Irish Bank signed a deal to acquire a 49.99% interest in the Bulgarian American Credit Bank, a Bulgarian-based secured finance provider. The purchase price was €216 million in cash. The Irish banking and financial services company said the transaction is expected to have minimal capital impact, this according to CNN Money. In other banks and brokerage headlines, UBS has quietly sought out some of Europe's top bankers to join its board of directors and eventually replace Marcel Ospel, the troubled Swiss bank's long-serving chairman. The executives contacted by headhunters acting for the bank include Robert Diamond, president of Barclays Capital, Michael Kors, head of global banking at Deutsche Bank, and John Stadzinski, senior managing director of the Blackstone Group. This according to the Financial Times. All were told the bank was looking for an executive vice chairman as a staging post to the chairmanship. However, each reportedly dismissed the offer. The bank announced this week that board members will have to stand for election every year, an indication that the bank was giving in to investor anger over recent subprime troubles. Finally, let's move to the United States, where Sovereign Bancorp fired its chief financial officer, Mark McCollum. Sovereign named Kirk Walters to succeed him, according to the New York Times. The Philadelphia-based thrift dismissed McCollum without cause, according to a separation agreement signed by Sovereign and by McCollum and filed with the SEC. McCollum joined Sovereign in 1996 and became chief financial officer in 2005. It was not immediately clear why McCollum is leaving. And this rounds out this Banks and Brokerage Brief. Thanks for joining us at EMII. For more details on these stories and much more, click on to our Banks and Brokerage section and read the latest developments. And thanks for joining us, and make sure to join us again for another update.